All have seen a recent spy shot of the new Lamborghini Urus test mule, and while it's well camouflaged, as usual, can still recognize some interesting details about its style, and that looks a bit odd considering all the publications online are talking about it. Be a facelift version, Evo maybe, but is it? The Lamborghini Urus was introduced in 2018, with deliveries to customers taking place in the spring of that year, so we are now 3 years into production of this super SUV. Has it had a facelift? Lamborghini shipped a total of 4,391 Urus units in 2020, and the waiting list for new orders is around 8 months at the moment. If we look at the Aventador for example, the LP700-4 was introduced in 2011, with the facelifted S model arriving in 2017. With the Huracan, it's about the same story, launched in 2014 with Evo taking over in 2019. So a 6-year period for the V12 and 5 years for the V10 to get a facelift, and the Urus will be renewed just 3 years after the first shipment. Isn't that a bit fast? Currently Lamborghini is doing many, special edition, versions of the Urus, such as the Pearl Capsule and Graphite Capsule. Nothing more than an ad personam configuration that looks different from the configurable, normal, Urus customers, but is this the time? For this midlife update on the best-selling V8 from Sant'Agata, it will be at least 2022 if not 2023 before seeing the updated Lamborghini Urus introduced. Guess is the test mule not the Urus Evo or Urus S, but the second model in the Urus lineup to be available apart from the normal version. If you take a closer look at the spy shots of this Urus test mule, you'll notice that the front and rear bumpers look more aggressive, with different air intakes and air vents, especially at the rear. It seems the regular Urus vents on the sides. Next to the hatch is just the original vent sticker lowered into the wheel arch. Also, at the front there seems to be an additional vertical intake on the side. So are you looking at a more powerful version of the Urus? Maybe the Urus Performante from the spy shots. It looks like the hexagon grille at the front is missing as well, as are the Y-shaped inserts in the larger intake bumper. So maybe this test mule has an engine that needs more cooling? That would negate the hybrid model option that has been rumored since the Urus was introduced. In almost every interview we're talking about Lamborghini and hybrid cars. The Urus is mentioned as the first production model to be available as a hybrid, can hardly name the Shana production model, and although the successor to the Aventador and Huracan will be hybrid as well, it's most likely a hybrid version of the Urus will come first. So is testing the Urus hybrid under this disguised test mule? As usual, nothing has been officially published, and while I'm sure the high-resolution spy images I've seen lately weren't actually or accidentally captured, Lamborghini is too good at keeping secrets to create projects. Not too sure about the fact this will be a 2022 facelift. For the Urus, the guess is this is the more powerful version, 750 horsepower or so combined, maybe with some weight savings. It doesn't look like Lamborghini has the slightest interest in creating a more rugged off-road version of the Urus anytime soon, though it's nice to see renders like the ones by Brad Builds here.
you.